So I'm feeling a little under the weather today, but I wanted to make this video because I think it's really important, because I think most small creators are feeling slightly confused at the moment because the advice that used to work doesn't seem to hit the same anymore. Post consistently, make searchable content, try different ideas, test everything, and don't get me wrong, I think some of that still matters. But over the past year, I've noticed something shift, quietly, and it changes how I think about growing a channel completely, because right now, it's not the channels doing more that are growing the fastest, it's the channels doing less, but more focused. And I know that sounds a bit backwards, but stay with me, because once you see this, you can't unsee it. When I first started learning YouTube, the advice was pretty simple. Make searchable content, target keywords, answer questions, and again, that stuff still works, especially in the beginning, but the problem is what happens after that. Because you make a few videos, they get some views, but the growth plateaus. And I've been there myself. You feel like you're doing everything right, but the channel just isn't moving. And I used to think that meant I needed to try more things, different topics, different styles, different ideas. Maybe I needed to pivot to something else. Because over the past year, I've been paying attention to smaller channels that suddenly start gaining traction. Not viral overnight, but consistent growth, momentum. The kind where every video performs slightly better than the last, which is what you really want. And almost all of them had one thing in common. They went all in on very specific types of content. Not just a niche, a lane within that niche. And I'll be honest, I resisted this at first as well, because it feels quite restrictive. You think, what if I get bored? What if I want to talk about other things? But when you understand what the algorithm is actually looking for now, it starts to make a lot more sense. Because YouTube doesn't just care about your videos getting views, it cares about what happens after someone watches your video. Do they leave or do they keep watching? That's the big difference now. And this is where things click for me, because if someone watches one of your videos and then immediately watches another one of your videos, that's incredibly valuable to YouTube. That's exactly what they're looking for now in 2026. You're not just getting a view, you're helping keep someone on their platform. So then if this is the case, the real question becomes, how do you make someone watch more than one of your videos? Consistency and topic, not just upload schedule, not just quality, but what your channel is about. If someone watches your video and enjoys it, they should instantly see another video on your channel and think, yeah, I'd watch that as well. And this is where I think most small creators accidentally sabotage themselves, because I've done this too. You make one video about one topic, and then the next video is slightly different, and then another one slightly different again. Individually, the videos might be good, but together they just don't connect enough. I like to think of a YouTube channel as a chain. Each video is a link. And if the links connect, you get momentum, and if they don't, then everything breaks down. And I realized this the hard way. I had videos that performed okay on their own, but they just weren't feeding into each other. So viewers weren't sticking around. And if viewers don't stick around, the algorithm doesn't push your content as hard. It's just the simple fact in 2026. What I'm seeing now is that YouTube is leaning even more into viewer journeys, not just individual videos, but sequences, paths. What does someone watch next? And the easiest way to control that is to make sure your videos are tightly connected, which is why doubling down on a niche works so well. But let me be honest for a second, because this is the part that I struggled with personally for a while. I didn't want to feel boxed in. I didn't want my channel to feel boring and repetitive, but I realized something important. Repetition isn't a problem. Randomness is. You can talk about the same core ideas in dozens of different videos, different ways, different angles, different stories, different examples, different experiences, and to the viewer it doesn't feel repetitive, it feels consistent. When your content is consistent like this, something powerful starts to happen. People will start binge watching. They watch one video, then another, and then suddenly your channel isn't just getting views, it's generating session time. And session time is one of the strongest signals you can send to YouTube, because you're helping the platform do its job, keep people watching. So let's say your channel is about YouTube growth, like this one for example. Instead of making random videos like how to edit videos, my morning routine, best camera settings, you try and go a bit deeper so everything connects. How to get your first 100 views, why your videos aren't getting clicks, how to increase watch time. Now when someone watches your video, the next video feels like a natural next step, part of a library perhaps, and that's where growth starts compounding. So this is where things get quite exciting, because once this starts to work, every new video doesn't just perform on its own, it starts lifting up your older videos lift your new ones, and your whole channel starts moving together. And that's when your channel goes from 50 100 views, 500 views, 5,000 views, and then you're suddenly getting 10,000 views a video and wondering what happened. Without anything going viral, you don't get like one video that gets 200,000 views and the rest have 50. It's just a bit more consistent in terms of momentum. A lot of small creators think they need to just find their niche, but what they actually need to do is just commit to it. There's a difference. Trying something for free videos isn't enough. Even 10 videos isn't always enough. You need to give the algorithm time to understand what your content's for, who your content is for, what people respond to, and then how to recommend it. Instead of asking, what video should I make next? Instead ask, what video naturally follows on from the last one? That question alone can change your entire channel, because now you're not just making isolated content, you're building a system. When you double down like this, it feels like growth speeds up, but it's not actually faster, it's just more efficient. Every video builds on the last one, every viewer has somewhere to go next, every watch turns into multiple watches, and that's exactly what the algorithm wants, and they will reward you for it. Now, I'll be real with you, this approach does require sacrifice. You might have ideas you want to make that don't fit your current direction, and that can feel frustrating. But the upside is massive, because instead of spreading your effort across random ideas, you're stacking it all in one place. And that is what creates momentum on YouTube. So if there's one thing I've changed about how I approach YouTube this year, it's this. I care less about individual videos and more about how they connect. Because growth in 2026 isn't just about getting views, it's about keeping people watching. And the easiest way to do that is to build a channel where every video naturally feels like it goes to the next. And if your channel feels stuck right now, it might not be your thumbnails, it might not be your editing, it might just be that your content isn't connecting yet. So if you want to understand the biggest mistake that stops viewers from clicking your videos in the first place, that's something I broke down in another video, because once you fix that and combine it with this strategy, that's when things will start moving properly.